You know, there's professionals on here. People feather. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I guess it's to make it more realistic. I have no idea. But I'm just gonna comb. Alright, y'all. I done messed up. And I think some of y'all know I messed up when I was talking before. So as I'm going through making the braids and braiding them, I realize I know why people feather. So they will not get these chunky ends. So I'm going to show you guys how I achieve these jumbo box braids. As you guys can see, I've already got it sectioned off. Ooh, excuse me, I'm a little sick. Not really, because I don't get sick. But I have my hair sectioned off into these squares, boxes, whatever. The first time I did it, I had about 16 braids. This time around, I did split some of them because they were just too big. So now I have about maybe 20, 18 to 20. So I've been using, so let me start off with the supplies that I have right now. I have a brush, I have a comb, I have some clips, keep my hair out the way, and then I'm using this Eco Styling Gel. But I've been using the Eco Styling Gel all around my head, but for the front, I'm gonna mix it with some Gorilla Glue in the front so it can lay flat a little bit more. My hair really doesn't do well with that. But I'm taking my comb and I'm just running it through to get the naps out. And then I'm gonna take some Eco, lay it really close. I'm gonna bring it all the way to the end too, so that I'll just kind of semi-saturate my hair. And I'm just gonna take the brush and brush it through. And before I take my braid my hair, I'm gonna put a little, let me see if I can get this part out of my way. I'm just gonna take a little Gorilla Glue. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't think it should be a problem. I just have a little bit of a nasal issue. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. So, I'm going to just try to explain this as easy as possible for people who are not braiders. It's pretty easy. Now the first time I did it, there were so many mistakes the first time I did it. The way I was grabbing my real hair was not the correct way. Oh, see, this is what I don't like. Let me see. I feel like this is getting in the way. One moment, guys. I just want it to be like, ugh. Okay. out of the way. I need a bobby pin. I'll just for right now. Stay out my way. Anyways, like I was saying, the way I was grabbing it was completely wrong. So I was like running out of hair, if that makes, I guess that makes sense to the braiders. And it just, the first time was just traumatic, okay? That's the only way I can explain it. It was traumatic. I'm trying to get some of this gel from, I don't want it too clunky looking with pounds of gel in my hair. That's gross. Okay, so let me grab my hair. So I have a section here, right here, and I feel like I've explained this before, probably because I just did the first video on it. I'm going to explain it again. This is half of one pack, so I usually have like this is not the one that I usually use. I'll like insert the ones that I use all throughout my head. I'm just using these for my last two because I just had to pick up two more because I was making more sections. But anyways, I'll put right here what I generally use. So what I did was split this pack in half, and then this is the one half, and I'm gonna split it again. If you guys can see, I want it to focus. I'm gonna split it again, but then I'm going to crisscross them. I guess that's the best way you can put it, crisscross, so it's kind of like maybe a hook or a latch, if that makes sense. Just overlap each other. So what I was doing was, when I was attaching it, I was taking my real hair as the third piece. So the third piece, you need 3 pieces to braid. So once my real hair was running out, I was all disshuffled. So what we want to do is actually, so this is going to be one piece right here on one end. We're going to take one, so this is the other half. We're going to take one of them and attach it with the real hair, so we'll still have hair to the end, if that makes sense. Let me do it, and hopefully it will. So I'm going to put this around. And then this piece right here, I'm gonna grab it with my real hair, tug. I want my front ends to be very kind of snug, not too tight, but snug enough. So I'm grabbing make sure I have all the hair. So now we have 3 pieces here. 1 right here, 2, 3. I'm gonna start braiding. Excuse my cold mouth. Ew, it's disgusting. I'm gonna start braiding. I just want it a little bit more tighter. Okay. So if you guys can see my curly pieces, where did it go? Still a little bit curly, but that's gonna end soon. But I still have the weave here. Let's try to get back in focus. Come on, guys. Let's go. Can we see? Can we see? Can we see? Hopefully we can see. Okay, so my real hair has now ended, so now I'm just continuing braiding with the weave till I get to the end. And I must say, this time around my ends are a lot better. The feathering really does work. On some of the pieces in the back, I guess I could have feathered a little bit more because because it's still a little blunt, but yeah. So we're gonna take this all the way down, keep braiding, keep braiding. could have been a better braid for sure, but that's the gist of it. So I'm going to, so that's pretty much it, just like that. So I'm going to go to this one next. Hopefully that made sense, but I'll do it one more time.
Then you have magic.
So here is the end. I must say the second time around was so much better. My ends are so much better than what happened before. I still think I'm gonna try to dip them in boiling water just to kind of curl the ends just a little bit. Like I said, I don't know if I said this, but I do have some rubber bands on some of them still. But like I said, I'm gonna try to dip them in the hot water to try to get them a little bit more curlier at the ends. But this time around, it went way smoother. You know, a lot more smoother. So I have about, I think I told you guys this already, but I have about 18 to 20 braids in my hair, and I think the only suggestion that I have at this point that I've noticed, I bought about 8 or 9 packets of this hair, and I hate it. I needed another pack of hair because I figured I was gonna make 2 more like sections in my head. So I'm like, okay, well, let me get another pack of hair. And I happened to go into this particular hair store and they did not have this hair. So I was just looking for another brand, and this particular store only had the one that I showed you guys for my 2 on the sides. So this strand and this strand is this hair here, a Janet Collection Jumbo Braid. It is in a number 2. All of them are 2, and then obviously this is the red, but this is 100% Collectalon flame retardant hair. Now the other brand that I got, it didn't say it was flame retardant, it didn't say anything. I don't know what that hair is. It's just, you know, straight up synthetic. I don't know what it was, but this one here, you know, this is Platinum Plus Janet Collection. It has a whole, you know, novel on the front, blah blah blah. But the thing I liked about this one, it tells you on the package to use hot water to get it to curl. Just dip in hot water to curl the ends. Now the other one, it didn't say anything like that, and it didn't say that it was flame retardant. But when I did my other ones and I tried to burn them, it wasn't really working the way I wanted it to work. So I don't know what you know what, I think that hair that I bought is specifically for like like say if you're getting a sew-in, like one of those, like you just need some weave-in. I think that's what you use that type of hair for. It's really not box braid material, at least I don't think. But this one right here, I believe it does. Even the ends on these are so much better, and I didn't have to feather it or anything. They just came just perfectly like this. So if I do box braids again, I will be getting this brand for my whole head. But even when you open this up, I just want to show you guys, it shows you how to braid. And they have a twist and cross, a 3-strand braiding, and then there's a 4-strand braiding. I have no idea what that is. And then the, you know, the hot water. And then it has this here too on the back. How to easy curl, gently deep in boiled water for 15 seconds, braid it and enjoy your curl. Oh, I see what they're saying. Anyway, so yeah, so this brand here I would totally suggest for box braids if you guys are going to do it for back to school. But other than that, I mean, the other brand, Biba or whatever it's called, you know, it's pretty decent. I feathered it to the ends of the earth, and some of them are still coming apart, but I'll see how it does in the boiling water. But yeah, for right now, for school starting and all that, it's gonna do perfectly fine. I love the way they look. I do have some little beads. Maybe I'll put that on my red ones to make them a little cute. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to tell you guys. Biba hair, the Janet Collection, what I would suggest. Yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions or comments or concerns or, you know, whatever suggestions that I could do or whatever, make sure you leave them below. And yeah, so that's all I have for you guys. Make sure you guys subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next ones. Bye, my cheetahs.